What's up, guys? Little update on the XRS. This is the setup with my mountain bike on it. This is a XL frame, specialized stump jumper. I think it's a 2020 model. So I've just got it set up with a quick release Thule with the through axle fork mount adapter, and obviously it brings your set point back a few inches, so we are not super stable with this setup. You see the back tire from the center line is like barely on, so that's not great. I've been looking into other roof rack options, and one thing I've just kind of noticed is I don't know if any roof rack is going to have a ton of stability. A lot of the trails I get to do have some rough roads and they just wiggle. So I'm not sure if I want to do a nice one-up roof rack. I don't know if you guys have had any experience with those. Those are pretty expensive, but might be worth snagging one of those. The other option I was looking into, I'll get under here, is a hitch option. And you can see I actually, I don't know how well you can see that, but I actually threw a little paint and primer on and cleaned up the frame rails on both sides and put bolts in. I was actually surprised I was able to save the threads. One disadvantage if I did a hitch setup is I would have to go back to stock with the exhaust, unfortunately, or with the muffler. So this thing has kind of created some nice noise, so I'd rather not do that. But the roof mount setup on the bike has not been the easiest. Not terrible, but just looking into other options. I would still use the roof mount for the ski tube up here, but I'm not sure long term if I want to keep going with the roof mount. We'll finish the season the way it is and then see if I want to do a hitch setup. Other things in the car, I just did a 3M treatment to the headlights. That worked wonders on both sides. I didn't even do like a phenomenal job, but they were pretty cloudy. I've got the stock wheels back on. They have kind of half-worn snows on them right now. I'm just kind of gonna wear those down. And then I actually have a set of Coney Controls. This is actually the bad one of the set that I need to replace the tire. The reason I haven't done that yet is because I need hub centering rings for the controls, and I don't have those yet. The other thing is those Coney Controls came on 205 60/16s. The set I bought really cheap, and this is a 195/55 16, I believe. So I'd have to make sure that that's gonna clear all the brake lines and stuff. I think I was looking on 1010 tire size calculator, and it was like the whole setup would be maybe almost an inch greater, so it throws your speedometer off a little bit, which isn't a huge deal, but I more so just want to make sure it's going to clear everything. So I'll test fit those, but in the meantime I'm going to wear these down a little bit, because there's still a little bit of tread left on those. So those will get me through at least the start of winter. Other things, it was a good autocross season. I think I made it to a few events, and it was fun. It's not super competitive, obviously, with the street 2 class. This runs HS and packs, and the cars are just so competitive now that It's not super competitive, even though it feels pretty quick to me. Doesn't class very well, but it's really fun, and I get a lot of compliments in autocross, so that's fun. The other thing I did, and I'll show you this, I threw some paint on the underside to kind of prevent some rust, so I'll show you that right now. Yeah, I'm not sure you're gonna be able to see much down here, but I did throw some paint and primer on the subframe back there, on some of your radiator mounts, just to prevent some of the northeast rust action. You can see the rust is already kind of broken through some of the paint I've thrown on it. You can see the Moroso oil pan back there, but just a little effort to stop some of the rust action, because I do still enjoy this car and I want it to last, but I can only do so as long as I can prevent the rust. So didn't come out too bad. I'm not sure how much you guys can see of it, but just a little something to clean it up a little bit and make it look a little better, maybe promote a little longevity. Yeah, so there it is, guys. Just a quick update. Let me know what you think about a hitch option for these. It looks like it would be pretty simple, other than the fact that I would have to ditch the better sounding eBay muffler for the stock muffler. That would be kind of a bummer. What's up, Spider? But I think it might be worth it to not have to do the front tire off stuff every time I want to ride. So might have to look into that. Other notes, I mean, I use this car for everything. So we've got the family dogs in here all the time. I got some riding stuff in here. Gloves, helmet. Try to keep it pretty clean. Do what we can. But other points. Oil changes. I've been running 5W30 Mobil 1 full synthetic every 5,000 miles. I'm due for another one in 1,000 miles here. Note with the Moroso, you go to 6 quarts compared to 4.5 quarts. The manual calls for 3,000 on conventional. Sorry, I'm running full synthetic with a greater volume. I think 5,000 is pretty safe. Let me know what you guys think about 5,000 miles per. Sometimes I wonder if like 7,500 is safe. I know like a lot of the newer vehicles are running full synthetic every 10,000 miles, so I don't want to do anything to jeopardize the awesome 2ZZ motor, but at the same time I don't want to be wasting oil if it's not necessary. So yeah, thanks for checking it out. Hope you guys are well. Enjoy the rest of your day.